Hello, beautiful people. I hope you're doing good. You're doing great from whenever you're watching us from. This is the Kenyan Daily Report. The case of the impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua remains to be one of the greatest cases in this decade. Or let me say, one of the biggest cases in this millennium in our country, Kenya. Because this case saw us go through one of the most constitutional changes of our time, a second in command in our Republic of Kenya under the 2010 Constitution being impeached through the Parliament, the Senate, and also the judiciary. But also, this case has set up a new pandemonium for changes in the Kenyan Constitution and mostly in the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya. Recently, or let me say since Rigathi Gachagua was impeached as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, a lot of lawyers, senior counsels have turned out with different evidences exposing the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya. Now, a case that was to be determined yesterday was one case involving, not yesterday, the other day, was the case involving the current Meru governor, Kawira Mwangaza, whose impeachment was upheld by the Senate of the Republic of Kenya, but the High Court of Kenya went ahead to withhold her impeachment and allow her to continue ruling Meru County as its governor. Now, the question that a lot of people have been asking, if the judiciary would have acted in the way that it acted in the Kawira Mwangaza's case, because the same strategies that were deployed to impeach Kawira Mwangaza were the same strategies that were deployed on the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, would the judiciary led by CJ Mother Koome would have saved Rigathi Gachagua? I want us to look at a current publication by one of the greatest senior counsels and one of the most controversial lawyers over a decade, that is Senior Counsel Ahmed Nasri Abdullahi. And I want you to listen to this message from Senior Counsel Ahmed Nasri Abdullahi. He quoted what Keraito Moronge, the former governor of Meru County, said after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, and also the High Court stopping the impeachment, continuing with the stopping of the impeachment of Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza. Keraito Moronge is one of the most prolific how should I put it, legal minds we have in the country. This man, in the 90s, he was one of the lawyers that opposed Moi's regime with the whole he had. He was one of the legal minds that worked with senior counsel James Orengo together with Raila Odinga to try and have multipartyism in our country. Listen to what Keraito Moronge said. He said, the ruling today by Mr. Justice Bahati Mwamuye in High Court Petition number 429/2024 is a shocking travesty of justice and a despicable case of judicial impunity. The calculated denial of justice to the people of Meru through delays and manipulation of court processes is clear evidence of the rot in the judiciary and the emergency of retrogressive judicial impunity, dictatorship and abuse of office, reminiscent of Moi's corridors of shame in the 1990s. We shall call upon Chief Justice Lady Mother Koome to move with speed to clean our house through another radical surgery of the judiciary like we did in the year 2003. Those were ones by Keraito Moronge. Now this tells you that CJ Mother Koome, or the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, had the chance to save Rigathi Gachagua, because the Rigathi Gachagua case, in comparison to Kawira Mwangaza's case, are very similar cases. But for Rigathi Gachagua's case, they had to speed it up, saying that it was a matter of national or a matter of public interest, because this was a deputy president for the Republic of Kenya, not only for the Mlima people, or not only for a county like Kawira Mwangaza is. But truth be told, as one lawyer, Danstan Omar, during the case of Rigathi Gachagua said, that if the Chief Justice and the Judiciary of the Republic of Kenya were to be fair in the case of Rigathi Gachagua, then the listening of that case would have taken at least 2 years for it to be completed. And this tells you, what if the ruling of this case is determined in the year 2025 as it is supposed to be determined, and if Chief Justice Martha Koome decides to save the career of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, then this tells you that Rigathi Gachagua might be in the ballot papers or in the ballot box come the year 2027. I want to listen to what Hamed Nasri said. Meru governor was impeached by the Senate. The High Court issued an injunction and told her, "Good lady, continue serving the good people of Meru." She's still the governor of Meru. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was impeached by the Senate. The High Court told him, "Mr. Gachagua, take a matatu to Madeira." Good people, we have no judiciary in Kenya. Honorable CJ Chief Justice Martha Koome has destroyed our judiciary completely. The courts are for the political correct and powerful. Now, that is the message that I want you to listen. This is a lawyer that has defended the Constitution for a very long time. This is a senior counsel who has also defended the Kenya Kwanza's regime for a very long time. Though he sided with the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, he knows if the political cards were not played and the executive had not influenced the judiciary, then Gachagua should have had a chance to fight against the impunity of the judiciary, because the judiciary is which is the body that upheld the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, with everybody seeing and pinpointing the mistakes, the discrepancies, and everything that would make it not a very lawful impeachment. I want you to listen to one person also on X by the name of Shola ARD, who also commented on this post and with a very, very, very strategic question. I want you to listen. She says, "I noticed this. In fact, the very same arguments but different outcomes. I mean, what happens if the court rules that DP Rigathi Gachagua impeachment was unconstitutional? The High Court said there would be other remedies, but come to Waiguru, the courts are taking a different direction, or come to Kawira, the court are taking a very different direction. So the remedies in this case, what would happen if the impeachment was termed unconstitutional? We all know we can't have two deputy presidents, and the deputy president was impeached, and a new deputy president is in office from the 1st of October or the 1st of November. Kithure Kindiki is the current deputy president, which tells you that if Rigathi Gachagua impeachment is said to be unconstitutional, and this man has influence over the mountain right now in most parts of the country, if we get to go scot-free in his impeachment and the charges are ruled out, that means in the year 2027 you might find former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on your ballot boxes seeking an elective position, and it will be protected by the Constitution of Kenya. And that is if the CJ, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, Martha Koome, upholds the Constitution, respects the Constitution, and follows the right channels, because according to whatever we have seen lately, Chief Justice Martha Koome, together with other different High Court judges, Court of Appeal judges, and the Supreme Court judges, have been corrupted in a level that we cannot comprehend. Remember that yesterday we did a video telling you of how It was exposed how judges were paid, the Supreme Court judges were paid billions of money in the Uhuru Kenyatta regime time for them to overturn the election of President William Ruto as the correct winner of the 2022 general election. I want you to hear also this comment from Sion of the Lad, Duke of Embu. And he said this: "You really think that the courts will rule in favor of Gachagua? This Koome judiciary. If bookmakers were to call horns of that happening against snowfall in the Sahara for a week, I'm putting money on the latter and flying up north with a sledge in tow." And Shola replied by saying, "With this kind of reasoning, it's understandable why your last seven tweets couldn't get a single like from your 67 followers. If was the word. Also, I would agree with you partially if you were a lawyer and outlined reasons to your thoughts." Now this tells that, you know what? The people in support of President William Ruto's government believe that they are supreme, that they hold the mantle, that nothing can make them lose anything in this country. No case they can lose as long as they hold the constitution, the judiciary hostage, because they have held the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya hostage for several times. And that speaks volumes to you. That tells you how this case of Rigathi Gachagua might make a U-turn in the near future and leave Rigathi Gachagua with the chance to fight for his political career in the near future. Because once he was impeached, it stood out that he must wait for the next 10 years for him to seek an elective position in the Republic of Kenya. Are you getting the point? That's what's up, and that's what's trending. I want to hear your comments and thoughts in regards to this. Leave your comment in the comment section. Let's link up in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.